We are back on the Hytale world, and today we are up in the treehouse with my little friend Squiggle and Squiggle and Squiggle and Squiggle. Today's episode is going to be all about animals, and well, I hope. I hope I don't get too sidetracked, to be honest. It's a big day for the animals in this Hytale survival world. And the reason why it's such a big deal is because I got a little bit busy, I did. And you'll notice that I have planted some birch trees around, which look pretty good. But what's this? This is one animal pen. I thought it was a good idea to divide the not so native animals like my meerkat and two penguins and remove them from my chicken pen, which is still a little bit claustrophobic for them, but I'm sure they'll live. It's been like a month for them, so I'm sure the animals will be fine. Hello there, little penguin. Hello there, little penguin. Anywho, this is the new animal pen. We've got my cute little piggy. We've got my cute little cow. We've also got another squiggle. Hi there, little squiggle. Hi. Now, I've not really spoken a lot about animals over the time of playing this world. Like, we have done occasional episodes where I've spoken about animals, but we really haven't spoken about them enough. I know I'm not gonna steal these bunnies. They can live another day. Oh, wild piglet discovered. Hey there, little wild piglets. I'm gonna take you home with me. Ha 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 ha. Come back. Thank you very much. And also, I'm going to take a bit of this lavender. I actually need lavender, so this is it's turning out to be quite productive already. Anyway, I am pretty certain that they're going to add the ability to be able to get baby animals to grow up to be full-grown adult animals eventually. So I think it's a wise idea for me to make a few trips to be able to find some unique creatures that we can put in our pen for the time being. And it feels like I don't really come over here that often anymore. I literally rarely come this far away from the base. And oh my, there is yet another meerkat. Hello there. Hello, can I get you? Oh my gosh, it's a tortoise. Hi there. Just out of curiosity, I cannot obtain you. Excuse me. Get in the box. I want to take you home. Okay, you asked for it, buddy. Bye-bye. I did think it would be quite fun eventually, long-term vision, to be able to create something that resembles a zoo and have proper enclosures, proper to scale enclosures for, the good old animal health and safety. Do you mind? But I guess for now, I will just take these little froggies and I'll make do with what I've got. I really should have thought about this before I left, and I probably should have made more than just 5 capture crates. I done goofed this time. I very much done goofed. Hey there, little bun bun. I don't have a carrot, but you just hurt my bun bun. How dare you? But I have pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie. So let me just plop down these little piglets like so. Oh my gosh, they are adorable. You want eggplant? Oh, and look at this little meerkat. Hey there, little buddy. Hi. And of course, the 2 little frogs that we just got. Friend. So in order to be able to create the capture crate, we are going to need a bunch of essence of life. And well, if only I had a way to get essence of life pretty quickly. Just imagine if I had a big field of wheat that I could just, use the new sickle on. Ha. Or imagine if I could just harvest a couple of pumpkins really quickly to trade in for essence. Wouldn't that be a shame indeed? So if I just craft all of this into essence just like so, and likewise with the pumpkins, and also acknowledging that I've also refilled my supply of ash logs because I harvested a bunch of trees to be able to add some extra decoration, as I mentioned in the previous episode, to this part of the tree. And just like so, we're now crafting a bare minimum of 10 capture crates. Also, it's dawned on me that these do not stack. Oh dear. Let's make another 10. You know what? I'm starting to think that this might just be enough capture crates. So to start this adventure, I have decided to come to my little snowy biome to see what I can find to, add a little bit of spice to my pen. Now, what is this in front of me? Can I yoink you? Yes, I can. Can I yoink you? Yes, I can. And you? I've got a whole family. What about this cute little lovable fluffy living plush? I want to take you home, but you're gonna hurt me. Ah! Oh my god. Oh gosh, this actually, it went from funny to being quite serious. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. That near-death experience was not worth it for the bit. I can confirm. Did not approve on that one. And by the sounds of things, I can't take one of these either. Ah! I'm actually getting surrounded. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But there is just another one of these little cute little thingies. I want you so much. Thank you. Oh my god, there's a little owl. No, I really want the owl. Oh my gosh. That's so sad. And what about one of these little cute little yetis? Hey there, buddy. I would like to obtain you, but I don't think I can. But can I lead you? Can I interest you into walking into your fireplace voluntarily? No? Ah, I thought I could. I guess you're just gonna have to get wombo comboed at this angle. Yeah, I can live with that. Now, this area looks pretty interesting if I don't say so myself. Oh my gosh. It's a little mouse. I want it. Come back. I will chase you to the end of time. Thank you very much. Wouldn't it also be absolutely brilliant to have an enclosure of just these? Do you mind, 𝗬𝗂𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗖𝗂? I'll try to talk. I just want some of those in a cute little enclosure. Now, I've got myself into a little bit of a pickle. I've wandered a little bit out of my comfort zone to an area which could very much kill me. This is not the time that I agreed to. This was meant to be a cute video about getting cute fluffy animals. And nope, they don't want to be cute and they don't want to be fluffy. I understand. And oh my gosh, I have crates and I found a bunny. Come back here. Thank you very much. Excuse me. I want to take you home. Oh my gosh, I have regrets. I have regrets. Oh! I may as well get a couple of these crystal shards while I'm over here. I don't necessarily have a use case for them or a need for them. Hey there, little polar bear. Oh my gosh, it's chasing. Not today, polar bear. I'm sorry. Not today. That's what I was saying. I don't really have a use case for the blue crystal shards, but I'll definitely take them because they do look pretty cool. 𝗬𝗂𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗏, not today. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm sorry. Not today. I want the snail, and I will get the snail. I shall not get the snail. I do half wonder if a slight biome change is what we're going to need to be able to get some more little fluffies. And, I wonder if there's anything in here. Oh, there is, but it's a bear. Oh, I done goofed that one real bad. I done goofed real bad. But wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Is this moss? Hold up, wait a minute. Don't mind me. I'm just getting some moss. And oh my, I have found another squiggle. Come with me. Thank you very much. I'll definitely take a couple more chickens and it's a little chick. The thing is, without really knowing how they're going to implement like breeding and all of that stuff, it's really hard to know what I'm actually looking for and what I actually want. Because maybe, like a different Q game that we all know, maybe I will just need 2 little chickens and the rest is history. But who actually knows? So all I do know is that it probably is a wise idea to aim for at least, for 2 of each animal. But the little bum-buns over here, they're just so adorable. We want at least like 100 of these eventually, right? Right! And of course, I will be stealing this little cow from its, I would say family, but it might have actually been abandoned. Oh dear. And wow, what is this in the horizon? Wait, hold up, wait a minute. This is my old tree farm. Hold up. Wow, what a cool tree that is in the distance. Let me just get this singular mouse before we head back. You know, this is why I decided that I wanted to build something so eye-catching and so high up. It acts like a beacon. You know, I can find my way home pretty darn easily. But what did this haul of all of these cute little fluffies actually get me? We got some of these, got a mouse, another mouse, a cow, more of these, and a cute little fluffy. And we've got a little squiggle, a chick, another one of those, and some chickens, another mouse, and another fluffy. And I'm sorry, chicken. You're coming with me to go to your chicken pen. Where's that chick at? Thank you very much. And good day to you little bunnies and whatnots. Chicken, chicken, and chicken. You know, there could be quite a horrendous massacre if a bear ended up getting inside of here. That would they would really kill the mood. And it wouldn't just kill the mood. Oh, R.I.P. meerkats, am I right? Oh, and yeah, we did find this little piglet, which is pretty cool. How's my backpack? Oh, turns out I got a lot more than just, oh, that's a lot more moss than I thought I had. Oh my. Well, it's that time of the episode where I get distracted and I make some moss blocks. You know, I've been farming moss now for a few weeks, despite my little hiatus the other week. It's a never-ending struggle. There's never enough moss. And we're not really making the type of impressive progress I feel like I should have set myself to. You know, one day you're going to come back and I would be like, right, a little bit of off-camera moss farming and it's going to be finished. This is going to be done. But for the time being, we'll just break all of this stuff and, you know, patch in what I forgot to do before. And yeah, it's fine. Nothing to see here. You know, I do feel a subtle pressure to make sure that this build looks tip-topperoo. Like, there is a point where, you know, I am filming this and I want it to look good, but I'm also quite a perfectionist. And, you know, sometimes a survival sandbox game doesn't really lend its hand into perfectionism. You know, you have to go with the flow and do your best with what you've got. And that's kind of a problem. I like my builds neat and tidy, and well, moss is a lot rarer than I thought it was when I signed up to doing it. But luckily for me, you know, I've been doing this now for a little while, so I kind of know what I'm doing. And I think almost we're done with this quote-unquote ground floor. I can't lie. Of course, it will then come up like here and whatnot, like that. And if I expand it around like so for over here, then I half wonder if I just kind of patchwork this to be connected with over there. Of course, that means breaking at this workbench like so, but that's all right. We'll just do that very quickly and also plop down some moss right here. And I'm pretty certain just like that, it completes this bottom section. And of course, the wall then carries on over here and also up here. So the moss doesn't actually go against the wood, it goes against the step. So something a little bit like that. Of course, it needs a bit more attention to detail, but yeah, something like that. And my final moss shall go right here, right there. I can't lie, that actually looks pretty good. And I'm certain that once it's completed, or at least up to the next tier above, we'll have a little bit more personality to work with. And of course, what that will mean is that this is no longer going to be a floating platform like it is at the moment. It will actually be pretty cohesive with the rest of the seam. Maybe there'll be a little overhang, but it won't be too much. I think at the moment we're only going to have an overhang of a couple of blocks. Yes, it really isn't a lot of an overhang. Now, I just so happen to get asked quite a lot, like, what is gonna happen after I finish the tree house? Which, of course, this is the #1 priority right now. And down here is probably now a second priority. And to be honest, I don't know what is next. What I can tell you is that I do roughly know what I want to do to improve the quality of life of up here. One of those main things is tackling our chest situation while also maintaining workbench access up here. But I need to figure out the details on how to navigate all of that. And I am quite literally going to need a whole chest on its own just to put these new capture crates into. Can I ever place chests correctly? Not today. So I did have a little bit of a theory, because this situation is only gonna get worse. So here is what I had in mind. Now over here, I have a little doorway that takes me underneath the platform. This is completely and utterly wasted space. And it's so wasted that these lanterns right here, these candles even, don't even need to be here. They could quite literally be like right here, and they could be like right here. And it could be there, right? It doesn't need to be super close. I mean, heck, here they're literally flush against the back wall, which we can't do because this is here. But I could just break that, take that like that, and plop that like that. And I could do the same exactly on this side right here, like so. Anyway, you get it. There's a lot of wasted space. Now, my subtle idea is that I could break a couple of these planks like so. And then if I can pop out here, I could then place a chest down in these little cracks right here. That way I could access it from the top, and then I'll be able to take the supplies to the crafting tables as and when are needed. But the way a lot of these crafting tables, workbenches, and whatever else is here, they actually pull from chests. As you can see, I don't have moss in my inventory. It's getting it from the chests over there. However, when it comes to the builder's workbench, I actually have to drag in the items from my inventory to be able to craft. And I also think that putting a chest in the floor would look kind of unaesthetically pleasing. And I'm not saying that this looks good, but it would ruin the aesthetic a lot. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? And well, my other idea was to put down a couple of trapdoors like so, plop down here and place a block like this, and then put a chest on top like this. And at least then it would be somewhat aesthetic, but it's still kind of rough. And to do this for the whole floor would look I don't know, it wouldn't look great. So I'm not really sure what to do. And even if I did bulk storage down below here, they're not going to be able to be pulled from the workbenches that I put up and around up here. Because in my mind, eventually these are going to be like here and maybe like over here. And well, you kind of get the idea. So I would be interested to see what you, the comment section, would suggest. How would you approach this? Do I need to move my my chests elsewhere? Do I need to use a new floor that I could create on the grand staircase? Do I just have storage and crafting elsewhere? But then what do I use this upper platform for? But that's not really an issue for today's video because this is the end. I'll see you all soon. Join the Discord in the description and I'll see you all soon. Bye!